Morning. We are starting with a little job today. Not so little, actually. It's probably pushing 300 meters, and unfortunately we only have 200-meter spools on us. We are getting the spool prepped right here with the Corning end so that we can go up there, connect it, and then just bring the coil along pole by pole until we get to that silver roofed kind of like factory warehouse over there. It's a brand new building, and we were here yesterday doing a pre-field. Kind of a shit show, to be honest. We couldn't find the mechanical room, we couldn't find the conduits. We did a whole walkthrough, and it ended up being a stupid little door on the outside into like a secret mechanical room. So anyways, we figured that out, and yeah, we're gonna start hanging this up, getting everything prepped, and getting it done. So we're just gonna hand uncoil it like this, kind of pole to pole, just to give us what we need. I could have started with the coil down there and then pulled this end here, but it's kind of a lot of friction and it pulls the tripod because we're pulling from underneath the spool. But let's get set up and get it going. Should be able to do this pretty quick. So this here's a good example why these quick connect leveling locks are amazing. I'm short on the ladder by about a foot. You can see up there my rung locks aren't locked in, which obviously isn't ideal. This ladder doesn't lock to the very last rung, just to the second last, but the hooks are on the strand, so it physically cannot come down. And the legs here are nice and put. Buddy's gonna stand on it just for some extra security. But not Buddy, Rylan, sorry. I've been told not to call him Buddy. But yeah, and let's get it going.
Not to call me Buddy.
My girlfriend.
Already.
So just be careful in the transition, but I feel nice and safe. Hooks are on the strand, can't go anywhere. Perfect. Okay, get a couple of these set up. This drop has a hanger down there for some reason. Not sure what happened there. Maybe it's a reused drop or something. Whatever. Okay. What's going on here? What the hell? This drop is looped up here for some reason. Like who comes up with this shit? Like, do you guys see this? Like coming up, zip tied to the strand, back around between the drops. People, man. I don't know who in the right mind thinks this stuff is okay. Just looks at it and say, yeah, that's the right way to do it. Little deer over there. A little worried just now because that back right tire was giving me low pressure. It looks okay, but the sensor's going off. Pop that guy in. There we go. Screw that nice and tight. Ideally, I would be using a double drop for a business, as is our protocol. Unfortunately, my longest double drop is 200 meters, and this is probably pushing 250, maybe 300. I measured it out, and it's saying that it's about 260 or something, but I think it's further off of my calculation. I really want to fix this, to be honest, but I don't want to disconnect the business. Honestly, I'm going to. It just really triggers my OCD. I can't just leave it. Look at this, pass through the copper, as if that's the right way to do it. See if we can follow my path. I think we have the right amount of slack. Just a little twist, unfortunately. Less than a minute of downtime. Okay, and we might as well fix this while we're at it. Just fixing these lines. It's just like, I don't know if a blind guy did it or, I don't know, a rookie. It just doesn't make any sense, man. There's no sense at all. So here, we have a little bit of extra. Could consider doing a little loop. Make it fit good. Okay, sweet. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with that. Well, we have an actual real waterfall. What a difference. Beauty. I'm happy with that. I don't know how much of that you guys can see, but it looks much better. See if I can flip these up so you guys can see. Now that's a real waterfall. A little twist in the cable there, but not the end of the world. Okay, I'm gonna put our dust caps back. Make sure everything is nice and tight. Sweet. Okay. Now, this copper's kind of in the way, but not the end of the world. I'm gonna do a drip loop on my line, as they should have, but obviously they don't know what they're doing. So we're gonna skip this private pole and go right across to that one. I think the assigned MPT is like 200 meters that way, which is a bit ridiculous. This loop is kind of awkward, but we'll make do. And then I'm just gonna zip these together. Sure we're locked in there. Looks good to me. Okay, see you at the next pole. You can pull, it's anchor. Keep it going. Interesting. Looks like they have fiber brought along this way to that facility from that end. Let's hope we're not rubbing this down, guy. Nice. We are not rubbing it down, guy. How's it? How much does it look like we have left?
I think we got fucking probably 80 meters left.
Really?
Maybe. Not quite, but
I guess we'll see. Okay, bring the truck up to the end, I guess.
yeah. The next one?
Yeah. Just the end. To the end.
Okay.
Sweet. Next pull. Okay, next pull done. Off to the last. Whew, okay, we're over at the last pull. Don't think we have enough to reach the mechanical room that's just over there. So we're gonna have to do a splice point here on the pole, which is unfortunate. I'm probably gonna fuse it together, just to make sure it's lossless. We have a nice scrap piece there, nice. Yeah, gonna pull that in, splice it together, boom, boom, boom. You guys are good to see that. Let's get up here, get this down the pole so I can put the ladder away. It's funny, like we're pretty close, like we're like maybe 20 meters off from reaching, which kind of sucks, but is what it is. Dusty cable. I'm just hoping that nib will fit in the pilaster. Can you check if it fits between the pilaster?
No.
It doesn't have to fit all the way, that's fine.
That's fine?
Yeah, because it doesn't go...
Oh yeah, because yeah, it's just flush, kind of.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna clean this up, get prepped for the splice, and then catch you guys. So just so you guys can see, this is the line that we uncoiled, and he's just pretty much by the entrance. We're short 5-10 meters to get into the mechanical room. Such a shame. We just have to splice on 10 meters pretty much, but. And we're back. So it's been a little minute since I stopped recording, but initially I wanted to put the nib down here, but I found out that it wouldn't fit inside the pilaster here. So I had to raise it up, and I hope my measurement's good as to where I put it. Pretty sure I measured the pilaster to come to the top of this mark here, so we should be good. I have the drop coming from the mechanical room there into there, drop from there there. Everything's kind of ready to go, set up, so just have to fuse it. Should be quick and easy. Let's get this done quick. 1 and 1. Oh, this was a double drop that we ran. I didn't realize. Not a big deal. As long as we didn't damage the fiber, I think we're good. Looks a little nicked. I'm going to start over there. I did not know it was a double drop because we used a scrap piece.
Yeah.
So when you strip back the first sheathing on the double drop, you can't like pinch it all the way because it's gonna kind of nick the fiber. So you kind of just score it and then pull. Not really ideal, but there we go. Hopefully that didn't damage it. Pick out the 2 fibers. We're gonna knot the Kevlar. Cut that back. I'm gonna cut the orange away. It's gonna get in our way. Let's get the let's get the tube in there. Nice. So I know a lot of you guys are going to say in the video, oh, you didn't alcohol swab, you didn't wipe it. It really isn't that serious, guys. Like if I were to be doing a Fosk splice or something serious, this is just a 1F to 1F connection. It's probably going to have 0 decibel loss. They'll never notice anything. It really isn't that serious. I also don't have the wipes on me, which is my fault, but again, not the end of the world. You guys can complain all you want in the comments, but it's not going to change the integrity of the drop in any way. It is what it is. I'm not saying to not wipe. Sorry, I definitely would if I had. It's just not detrimental. If I was doing multiple splices and I had a setup going, this is just a quick field splice just to extend the drop. A lot of techs, like the standard would be to do a mechanical splice in this nib here, which, as you guys know, you're losing what, 0.2, 0.25 decibels every mechanical. So we're avoiding that altogether. It's not nice. Broke on me. The lighting is really weird here. That's some fragile fiber. Oh, does not want to. It's not even cold out. That's better. Now we cleave this. A little cleveling action. Okay. Pop that guy in there. See where we're at. Ooh, that side's not looking good at all. Let's redo this guy. I had a feeling it cleaved wrong. That looks much better. Oh, much better. Boom, 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 boom. 0.02 decibel. Not the best, but completely negligible for this type of fuse. So now we can pick this up. Get that heated up in there. Boom, boom, boom. Looking good. So now we're going to move this. I'm going to get the ladder back up and then coil it in there. But overall, obviously not the cleanest splice as you guys would have liked, but, or I would have liked, to be honest. But it gets the job done. I doubt they'll have any issues with this. I've seen a guy with this splicer get like 0.05 decibel loss, which is a lot. Like anything over 0.2 or 0.3, like I would redo, to be honest. But and they were still getting full gigabit speed. Fibre is really resilient, but that's also just an estimate. Even when it says 0 decibel loss, it's not perfect, but regardless. Okay, can you move this table over, please? If you could just pick up the whole table. Try not to get dust on that too much. Okay, I'm gonna coil this up and I'm gonna try to go look for a splice tray. I kind of ran out of them and I've been doing these field splices, but it's not the end of the world. Again, a lot of techs would have just done a mechanical splice here, and I'm sure you guys would agree with me that this type of splice is way better than just a field mechanical splice. But anyways, I'm gonna clean it up here and then head over into the mechanical room. So see you guys in there. Here's a quick little last look at the outside line. Got the pilaster put in, secured, and it was there, sealed. I think we're good to go. Okay, we're in the mechanical room now. Don't know what the hell this is, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but do you guys see any data stuff? I don't. I do see this, I thought that was Leviton at first, but it's a Brone thing. That might be a vent. I thought that might have been a little panel hidden in there, but it's just so stupid. I don't see any data lines in here. This is somehow supposed to feed this whole building with internet. I really don't get it. I'm gonna call the customer after this and try to consult her a little bit on it, because it's kind of ridiculous. But regardless, I think I'm gonna saddle the line like kind of like that, put the nib right here, and then, or maybe, yeah, maybe I'll just put it here, then leave this room for the panel, like for them to put the modem and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna get that done, and then I'll give you guys a look at the end. No point in showing all that, but yeah, we'll get this cleaned up. Okay, we're all done in here. It's a little warm in here, but here we are. Boom, boom. Battery's about to die, but nice and neat. All done. Drill the hole through here, duct seal. Good.